Point of view. You are only a young kid in 2026, not one of those rich kids. Welcome to your life. This is simply who you are. A student stuck at home during summer break with an air of intermission and peace. You have realized that if you went to the gym just because your cousin does, you would be just copying someone else. You know you can only sustain a habit if you actually enjoy it and supplements your true self. You believe that when you try to be something else you're not, you'll find signs that it's not who you are because you're repulsed by it or simply do not have the drive to do it. Historically, the hustle isn't you, and you won't force a drive you don't feel. You feel like a huge weirdo because you were born right on the line between millennial and Generation Z, fitting into neither. Since you make no income and your two busy parents provide anything, your life is technically free. You don't have to do chores, and there are no parental restrictions on your devices, giving you total digital freedom. While your body stays in your chair or on the couch, your phone is your window to the world. You have realized that the internet is a powerful way to cope with being alone when you don't feel relatable to the people around you. It allows you to find a world you can shape and escape, where you can show your determination and a place to find influencers or communities that actually resonate with you. You know that without the internet, you and everyone else might go outside more, but since the internet exists, you choose to stay inside and connect there instead. Coach doesn't feel like a cage because you can talk to people online with their presence. You have embraced the solitary pet lifestyle, shifting between your bedroom chair and the couch. You see a reflection of yourself in characters like Remy from Ratatouille. He's a small, humble mouse who starts spearing through the trash, embodying the simple, childlike beginning of someone who's just trying to find a way. You connect this to Miles Morales, who begins as a nervous kid just trying to fit in his community, mirroring Remy's smallness as he hides his powers and stays grounded in his local neighborhood rather than rushing to be a hero. You can see this in Po from Kung Fu Panda, a happy-go-lucky panda who starts in a humble